Hi, my name is Courtney Lefashore and I'm from California.
My name is Walter Murillo. I'm from Queens, New York.
I'm Nate. I'm from Denver, Colorado.
My name is Elena Matthias and I'm from the United States. I live in the state of Minnesota.
My name is Gani, but I just let people call me Connie. And I'm Korean, but I live in New Zealand.
My name is Nathan Murphy and I am from Disneyland, California. No, I'm actually from Seattle, Washington.
My name is Brittany Fonts and I'm from Louisiana.
How do I feel loved? I don't know. I love hugs.
Love. Can you like put the background music like, all I need is love. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, that's good. All right. All you need is love.
I would definitely say that love is like, it's selfless. It has nothing to do with you or how you want things to be.
You know, love is just giving fully of yourself and just abandoning yourself.
Love is taking the time to show others that you care about them no matter who they are, no matter what their situation is.
Love is an action. It's a verb. So it's doing something.
Love is pursuing, like how boyfriend pursue girlfriend to show his love, or like how parents try to show their love to children. You know, love is pursuing.
When people talk about love, there's so many different things that they think about, and a lot of those answers I think are temporary things. There's just temporary love, there's faithless love, love that they put in earthly relationships, in things and material things. But when you talk about love, what I really believe is the only one love that is eternal, that's everlasting, and I think that that's found in the person Jesus.
I really struggled with being a Christian my whole life because I only saw it as a religion. So it was just years of striving and trying to do good things and just like follow the rules that I thought the Bible was like telling me to do. Because all I saw it was as a rule book. I didn't see it as like a love letter from God.
So it was my freshman year of college. I was going to a public university and I had been partying a lot. And I was really just depressed and I was looking for my satisfaction and trying to find love in everything but God, and it was failing me.
I was 2010, I was getting out the military. I split up with my wife the same day I got out the military. And then I spent 2 months just down in the pits, depressed, in despair or whatnot. And I never believed in God, I only believed in myself.
When I was 15, I got out from my house just by myself and started doing crazy stuff. And like, long story super short, I had 2 trials. So I was about to go to jail, but my family decided to move to New Zealand to protect me.
I have been following Jesus all my life, and it was until about college years that I really began to think, you know what, if this is real, if I really do believe in Jesus, then there has to be a difference. Because right now, me saying that I believe in Jesus is the only thing different that separates me from non-believers. There's really no other difference.
I looked for myself and my identity in like music, sports, guys, the people that I was around. And so it was constantly changing and I could never really find like a security in something.
I knew there was more. Especially since I grew up in a Christian home, I kind of knew better. I knew better than to be looking to people for the love that I needed.
So this night I took a drug and I ended up having just this horrible deception just was on me, and like I was hearing all of these lies, and I basically thought that I was dead and in hell, and all that could go through my mind at this time was, and my friends had all left me. I was alone on the streets of New Orleans by myself.
One night on late September, I saw my mom's room, and she's been a woman of God for years. And I saw her room and I was like, why does she always pray to this God? But something just asked me to just go to her room and pray. So I did an empty pot prayer, you know, just thinking nobody heard me, and I knelt on my knees and I was like, if you're God, I need you to show me that you're God. I need your guidance and I need your truth.
It really changed when I heard a quote from someone saying that if Christianity is true, then it's incredibly important. If it's not true, then it doesn't matter at all, but the only thing it can't be is only somewhat important.
It took someone saying, yeah, Elena, you don't belong at that college. You don't belong in the place that you're at and with what you're doing and the people you're with. And then I realized that God was the only thing that could fulfill me, and I chose Him.
And that was the point when I realized, I thought, wow, if I really am going to call myself a Christian, then I have to go after this thing wholeheartedly. I have to just go for it and jump off the cliff.
I'd always been praying for Him to physically for me actually feel Him, you know, because I've always heard you just gotta have faith, it's not about feelings, but I'd never felt it, and I'd grown up around it my whole life, so I just wanted to feel it because it wasn't real to me. He wasn't real to me, and His love it wasn't real, and I didn't understand it. So I had been praying this for months, and then my friend, she came and she prayed for me, her and another girl, and they started praying that exact thing over me, and I hadn't told them. And so as soon as they started praying it for me, I just started weeping, and I just felt a physical weight lift off me, and the Holy Spirit, He touched me in such a way that I couldn't deny that it was Him, and I couldn't deny His love for me.
I remember just being at my house, and my parents are Christians, and we were just listening to a worship song, and it was the first time where I really had a tangible encounter with the Holy Spirit, that I just knew that I knew that Jesus loved me, that He was alive, and that He was inside of me. And this just really shifted my perspective. Even at a really young age, I believe Jesus can, teach you things even at a young age.
Next day, my mom has a dream that me and my family are together. She rarely dreams. So that day, I asked her to take me to church. And when I went to church, don't remember the sermon or anything. All I remember is at the end of the church, I was like, God, if you're real, you got to show yourself to me, because I can't follow no man. I need to follow you. And I asked him, and her pastor calls me up front. I go up front, short story short, the presence of God just hit my heart, was crushing my heart. I was crying, and then it just broke. And I felt a fire tingling sensation all over my body.
I really didn't think church is full of love, because wherever I went, they kind of reject me because of my behavior and stuff. But when I went to church in New Zealand, this youth pastor, he loved me so much because I was a crazy guy. It was kind of irony, because he loves the guy who's crazy, and he always embraced me, and he put life in me. So that's the first time I felt God's love.
So I woke up in the hospital, and I still wasn't really sure if I was dead or not, but my pastor from my college town he came to get me from the hospital, and I realized in that moment these people really love me. Even though I was running from them, they were there in the time that I needed them. And no one else was. All of my other friends had left me. And I was like, wow, Jesus is showing Himself through these people. And I guess it was then that I was just like, wow, Jesus, you've been here for me. You never left me.
It was the verse that he sings and he dances over us that really just broke me, because the Hebrew meaning for singing is shrieking, just hardcore shrieking, and that and dancing is spinning around, just violently spinning around, and that's how He feels about us. He loves us so much. It's not because we're awful sinners that He came to die for us, it's because He loves us in just such vast amount.
This is my story.
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 This is my story. What is your story?